So there's another one I want to cover, and I thought, yeah, it's about time I did this. So for those of you that think, oh, this bloke is just so boring to listen to, I know I'm boring. I've got the same monotonous voice, face like smacked ass, and it just, I wouldn't want to watch me or listen to me for too long either. But I've got so much stuff to go through and information to get out. Sometimes it's just difficult to not do it. Anyway, see, there I go again, digressing. This one is about the naughty people that are, shall we say, slating us. So polite way of putting it. There's people like, I'm going to find one in a minute on here actually, and there's one I'm going to talk about specifically. But we have got people, apparently there are Facebook groups, and there are people that are slating us, groups set up just to slate us off. And that's fine. Do I look bothered? Am I not coming across as bothered? I mean, for example, we've got someone here, there's a guy called Frank Tomley apparently, and he's slating us off on his group, saying that we look very similar to him. I'm just going to find his actual and he goes, one of the things he's saying is, I'm not saying all deals did not complete, I'm saying we are aware of a number of people that have waited not received. Well, so are we, Frank. We're aware of a number of people that have not received, but that's the deal, and I'll come to that in a minute. Right, so this is what he says. Warning, there is a website with a name very similar to the name of this group. Well, there's the first thing. Change the name of your group if you don't like it. There is no connection at all, he says. The owner is blocked from this group. Yeah, I know I'm blocked from the group because you don't want me coming in and telling the truth. You don't want me coming in and answering all these people that are slagging me off. So the best thing for you is to let people keep slagging me off and then block me from the group to go in and defend myself. Yeah, muppet. So the owner is blocked from this group. He sells advance orders. That's no surprise. I.e., he does not have coins. Yep, that's what an advance order is. So far, we know you've been to school. Often people wait weeks, months for coins. Absolutely. A lot never arrive. Rubbish. It is called the Great British Coin Hunt.com. That was really imaginative, Frank. You put the Great British Coin Hunt.com instead of .com. Website spelt wrong to stop it automatically linking it. Frank, I mean, have a word with yourself. Stand in front of a mirror. You need to have a word with yourself. For a start, you're advertising my business. Thanks a lot. The Great British Coin Hunt.com, people are going to look at that and go, oh, it must be .com. All you're doing is letting people know to come to my website. All the people in your closed group, you're letting everybody know to come to my website. Now, why am I picking on this guy specifically? He's not the first one, but this is one that came to me this morning, and I just thought to myself, you know what? Enough's enough. Customers contacted me and said, I've been sticking up for you, Ian, on this group because, you know, I've had no problems with you and I'm very happy. And there's other people sticking up for us on these groups and things like that. I know, mate. And they're sticking up for us because they know that we're straight, we're honest. And as I always say, I make no bones about what I do. I make no apologies for what I do. And listen, to people like you, Frank, there's something that you haven't quite understood. And I've been saying this for a couple of years now. This advance order business, that's my idea, mine. No one else had that idea. You didn't have that idea. No one's had that idea. It's my idea. I did it. I take full responsibility for it. The advance order situation, that was my idea. So it's my game. Made a little ball game. That's my game. It's not your game. It's my game. And that game will be played by my rules. Not your rules, or anybody else's rules, for that matter. No one is going to come along and tell me how to run my business and how to play my game. You want to make the rules up for your own game? Go and make your own game. This is my game. And I set my cards out and I set my stall out very clear. I say to people, when it comes to things like the Kew Gardens, which I've been selling for a couple of years now on advance order, I don't take any more orders on them, by the way. I got to a point where enough was enough, far too many, not going to service all of them, so we stopped taking them. But what I tell people is, you have got to wait at least a year. I say at least a year. Some people have been waiting 2 years. And I always say to them, look, whenever you get fed up waiting, no problem, just ask me for a refund. It's your money. I ain't going to take your money and run. I've not done that on a single person. You or anybody else will not find a single person that I've taken their money and I've had it on my toes and I've said to that person, go and spin. Not one single solitary person will you find. You find one of those people, I'll show you a house full of rocking horse poo. It's not going to happen. All you're going to find are bitchy people. And I know why those people are complaining. Those people are complaining because they come along and they buy an advance order for, say, a Beatrix pot coin, or whatever they bought an advance order for, and they haven't read the description. They haven't understood that they're buying an advance order. Now they get the ump. Because the Royal Mint put an advert on the telly and say, this coin has been released. And then those people email us and they go and they say, that coin's been released. So where is it? And I have to explain to them, but you didn't buy that coin off me. That's a packaged coin that's been released by the Royal Mint today, or whatever it is. But you didn't buy that. You bought a completely different product, I have to try and explain to people. You bought a coin from general circulation. And that might not come into general circulation for 6 months or a year. That's what you bought in advance. But because I know it's not going to come out for that long, I sell it to you cheap on advance order. And I have sold thousands upon thousands upon thousands of coins on advance order. So when I get messages telling me that there's these groups set up to have a go at me, do you think I care? I don't care one little bit. I do not care. And the reason I don't care is twofold. One, the most important reason I don't care is because I know there isn't a single person that can say they've been ripped off. Go on. Not one. Not one single person that can say they've been ripped off and actually have been ripped off. There ain't any. And the second reason I don't care is because for as long as you're talking about me, you're not talking about somebody else. You're leaving somebody else alone. Because people like you are just nasty. If it looks like a duck and it waddles like a duck, it must be a duck. That's how you look at it. Oh, there's a couple of people complaining about this bloke, so he must be a crook. Yeah? So would it be okay for me to say, for example, and I've used this before, and people find this highly offensive, and good, because I don't care that it's offensive. If a couple of people come to me and say that this Frank Tomley looks like a paedophile, is it all right for me to then slag you off and create groups and call you a paedophile? Is that all right? Or do you think that might be a bit wrong? Just because somebody tells me that you might be one, or somebody tells me you look like one, is it all right for me to call you one? Because that's what's happening here on these groups. You have a couple of people come along because they're a bit pissed off and they're a bit miffed for their own stupidity, not looking at what's in front of them. And you listen to what they say and automatically you can't wait to slag me off. I'm going to get in there and slag him off because he must be a crook. He must be a crook because these people, 3 of them, said he's a crook. The fact that I've had 50,000 sales or more, 100,000 sales, and 3 people are calling me a crook. You know, wake up, smell the roses, have a word with yourself, use a bit of logic, use a bit of common sense. I'm going to blow my nose on flipping camera, which I didn't want to do. Sorry. Beg your pardon. See, this is real. It's what you get from me, Frank, and all you other people. This is real. That's what you get from me. You get honesty from me. When I thought I was going to snuff it, I was on here. I was telling people I felt like I was going to snuff it. When I was ill, I was going through all of that business. I didn't hide. I didn't hide behind it. I took that and I faced it head on. And I gave my customers the truth from my hospital bed. Not because I'm some kind of great guy. I ain't no great guy. No better than anybody else. But I try my bestest, my absolute bestest, to be as honest and as straight with my customers as I can. That's what I do, Frank. I don't slag anybody off because I think they might be doing something. I'll only slag somebody off if I know they're doing something. So if I know that you're a paedophile, I'll call you a paedophile from the highest peak. But if somebody comes along and tells me you're a paedophile, I ain't going to call you one. Because that would be stupid. Just like you calling me a crook. That's stupid. You got a business? Have you? You got a business? I can sue you for that. I can sue you for defamation of character. And I've got the money, quite simply, because, not because I'm rich, I've got the money because I've got a lot of people that believe in me and believe in what we're doing. And they invest in me. At the drop of a hat, I can walk into any solicitors in town, drop £5 cash on the table and go, there you go, boom. Now start taking legal action. I could sue you for thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. I could wreck your business and I could probably take your house just for you calling me a con man on Facebook. Because you're stupid if you think that you can say this stuff about people, you can slag people off, you can defame, whatever you call it, slander people and get away with it. You would be stupid. Anybody. No matter what you write, no matter what you say on the internet, it is there for life. You can delete all of this now. You can delete your group. You can delete everything. You can delete every single message if you want. But it's still there. Solicitors will still be able to find it. The police will still be able to find it. Nothing you do on the internet, you delete. So, I don't care, Frank. I don't care about you. I don't care about your group. I don't care about your business. And I don't care about the other people that have got these groups set up. That want to slate me. Most of it's all jealousy. You know? Not too long ago, I went into a card shop. It was my wife's birthday. 53. I went into a card shop. I looked around, looked at all the cards. Found the one I wanted. Yeah, that's the one. Says everything I needed to say. Bought the card, took it home, gave it to her a couple of days later, and I was pleased as punch because the first time in bloody years she's got a card off me on the day of her birthday like she should do, instead of 2 or 3 days later. Like a typical bloke. Do you know what she said to me? She said to me, and this is what she said to me, Frank, and all you other people. She said, that's very nice. Lovely card. Why has it got 40th birthday on it? Top right hand corner of the card, huge 40th. I didn't see it. Didn't see it. I didn't look at what was in front of me. And that is these people that are complaining to the likes of you. And you're believing it. They've got the hump because they didn't look at what was in front of them. And so the analogy I gave about, you know, the Royal Mint saying when a coin is released and therefore it's been released, people email in and go, when are you sending it? I heard it's been released off the Royal Mint today. And you've got to try and explain to them, no, you bought a coin off general circulation. And we explained it in the description, and we explained it in the confirmation email, and we explained it in the dispatch email. These same people that are complaining to you will say, look, I've got a dispatch email, says you will receive it in 7 days. Where is it? I want my coin. Where is it? Blah, 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 blah. And I have to say to them, yeah, sorry, but this is embarrassing. Do you mind just reading the next sentence? Because the next sentence in that email says, you should receive it within the next 7 days unless it's an advance order. We actually tell them, Frank, and other people like Frank, We tell every single customer that buys an advance order what they're buying. It says it's an advance order in the title. It says it's an advance order in the body of the description of the listing. In that body of the listing, it gives you the URL for the newsletters, the URL for the video update list. You also get reminded that it's an advance order in your confirmation email. You also get reminded in your dispatch email. And we send emails out every week to these customers, some of which unsubscribe, so they never get the emails, and then they moan about it later on. These are the people that are complaining. So my message to anybody that knows us, anybody that helps us, anybody that answers any of these questions, if you know of any slag off on any group anywhere, you don't have to worry about replying. You don't have to worry about sticking up for me. And I do appreciate it, believe me. Just give them the link to this video and I'll tell them. Give them the link to this video and they can hear it straight from me. If you want to slate me on the internet, do so. I do not care. Because all you're doing is advertising the fact that you did not look at what was in front of you. That's as simple as that. Now, when that happened to me over the card for my wife, I didn't go back to the shop. Rah, rah, you con artist, you. Rah. No, I didn't. I took one look at it and went, you wally. You didn't look at what was in front of you. That's my fault. That's not the seller's fault. How do you blame the seller for that? How does anybody blame the seller for that? You can't blame the seller for that. Your fault. Look at what's in front of you. I do it all the time and I'm honest enough to say I've done it. I buy stuff and then I'll buy stuff. I did it quickly and what I've bought is not what I wanted. I'll look at it. Is that my fault or is that the seller's fault? If it's the seller's fault, I'll have a little moan. If it's my fault, I'm not going to moan at the seller. Why would I moan at the seller if it's my fault? But you see, some people will not accept that they've made a mistake. I don't care if I make a mistake. And the reason I don't care if I make a mistake, I don't care about that. Life's full of mistakes. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not God. Therefore, I'm not perfect. They're the only two people I know of in history that were absolutely perfect. Right? No one else has been absolutely perfect. Certainly none of these customers are absolutely perfect. I'm not absolutely perfect. I make mistakes. But I don't care about mistakes. What I care about is how someone fixes that mistake. That's what's the important thing. We've made mistake after mistake after mistake. I've been on these groups and I've been trying to answer these people and it's just a witch hunt. It's just a slag off. All they want to do is have a go, have a go, have a go. And I'm sitting there going, but I'm trying to help you. Please tell me what the problem is. Please tell me what the issue is. Let me fix it. Let me make you a happy customer. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you've done this. Oh, you've done that. You used the wrong picture. All right, I used the wrong picture. Sorry. I'll change it. Well, that's not good enough. You used the wrong picture. Yeah, I know, you've said that 50 times. What do we do? But they just want to keep moan. So, this is why I don't care. Talk about me as much as you want. This is my idea. This is my game. And if you don't like it, piss off and play the game on someone else's board, on someone else's table, someone else's business, or better still, make your own. But don't think for 1 second you're going to come into my business and you're going to tell me how I'm going to run my business. No, that doesn't happen. I don't go into Tesco's and tell them how to run their business. They run their business, I go into Tesco's and I buy what I want to buy, and if I don't want to buy it, I don't buy it. It's as simple as that. And I hope this answers anybody's issues. Once and for all, that's it. Talk about me as much as you want. I really don't care. Because as long as you're talking about me, you're leaving some other poor sod alone. And the way I've seen how nasty some of you people get, I'm glad you're leaving someone alone and I'm glad you're having a go at me. And please carry on having a go at me. Because then you're leaving some other poor sod alone. That's how I look at it. And that's how, I'm staying there, and that's where I'm ending. So there's 20 minutes I've gone on this video, probably won't even upload now. But there you go, that's what I feel. Don't care. I really do not care about anybody moaning anywhere about me. Anybody that's got an issue, just simply send an email to Logan at tgbch@outlook.com and we will resolve it for you and make you happy. It's as simple as that. Thanks ever so much for listening. I hope you do well in your business, Frank, but I promise you this, you are one person, if you carry on with this, I will sue you. So please stop. Otherwise, I wish you good luck with your business and good luck with your group. Bye for now.